What's your general assessment of the human rights situation in the Philippines, especially when it comes to EJKs?
Well, the Philippines has developed a difficult reputation for its human rights record in the past number of years, and particularly during the so-called war on drugs, and in particular the very high numbers of extrajudicial killings. The numbers acknowledged by the state are, I understand, around 6,500. The United Nations system puts it higher than that, about 8,500, and some NGOs put it as high as 30,000. The really worrying aspect is that so few have been prosecuted for these illegal killings. There have been only 3 convictions out of 6,500 acknowledged extrajudicial killings. So I think those figures speak for themselves. There is clearly a need to do more in that area.
How do you think the Philippines choosing to not cooperate with the ICC, how do you think it would impact the EU relationships?
Well, the European Union is a very strong supporter of the International Criminal Court, and we respect its independence and the independence of its judgments. I think we need to also remember that the International Criminal Court is a court of last resort. It's a complementary court, and it only comes into play where a country is either unwilling or unable to deal with issues itself, to deal with issues of accountability, and to bring people to justice. The responsibility for protecting human rights rests in the first instance with the government and the state of each individual country. And the rights of people in the Philippines are no different to the rights of people anywhere else in the world. Human rights belong to people everywhere, and the people who have been killed in the Philippines in these illegal extrajudicial killings, they have the right, and their families and their loved ones have a right to justice, and nobody should take that away from them. And in an ideal world, nobody should have to be dependent on international bodies to assert those rights.